Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have a tarot reading for you guys. And it looks very cool and very interesting. And in this reading we have planning and action. Somebody's planning something for you or with you. They are. And maybe you're doing this. Remember that the readings may be switched. This is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And anybody who really resonates with it. And so this energy, planning and action, there is a watch here, and we have the compass over here. So time is of the essence, and possibly following the right roadmap, right? Interesting how we have the compass. It's a number 5. This means it's a little, it's kind of, things might be like unstable or something, because the 5s are about challenges, right? Or challenging in order to kind of have this plan come to fruition. That's how it appears here. And the fragmented energy card, somebody here is fragmented. Fragmented means you're not feeling grounded, right? Of course. You kind of feel all kind of broken up into many pieces, sort of. And so that's what she's done. That's how they're depicting her here. And interesting, it's a number 6, almost like there's a major kind of recognition in somebody's life, or there's an understanding. And this is a feeling of, I don't feel grounded at all. I feel very kind of fragmented and I'm not feeling good. But at the same time, I have a major understanding of things. Yeah. And so the increase card is here. It's a cycle. So this is like an event here, or a cycle is changing and things are getting better. They're increasing. We see all the crystals at the side of the road leading to the mansion. But there is deception in this reading, and it may be part of the past. It could be because somebody is feeling possibly, not possibly, somebody's feeling very fragmented here, maybe about the way they have behaved. But this deception here is, it's interesting how these guys know that he's cheating too. So maybe somebody knows somebody's been cheating in this reading, right? It's about the details. Here's the Virgo, the glyph. It's about the details, or maybe somebody's criticizing somebody. Sometimes Virgo, they're great with details, but when you're great with details, sometimes you might be critical, right? And it's just how it is. With every sign, there's always a, kind of a pro and a con. But here, the king is giving up his duties here. And so, maybe somebody lied to themselves, though. And that could be it here. They realize that they've lied to themselves, because the compass, too, is knowing the way. Yeah, it is. It's knowing the way. They could have lied to themselves, and now whatever they were doing, they gave it up, because he's giving up his royal duties, right? His regal duties, or the king. And that they call this the fallen king. And what's this guy here? The jester is laughing at the king. He's not supposed to laugh at him. He's supposed to, entertain him so the king can laugh at him, right? But he's laughing at him, and he's showing the king the picture like, look, you don't belong here anymore. Just give it up. So somebody gives up some type of a responsibility. That's really what this reading is about. And we also have a Capricorn, the taskmaster. No, this is not. His name is, I feel like he's the magician here. That's what his name is. And, Scorpio, he's doing something a little sneaky here, because here's the Scorpio glyph. Scorpio can be about secrets, right? Yeah, we're not here to talk bad about Scorpio. No, good God, no. The same way, it can be about secrets. They're psychics, right? They can see what is not visible to the eye. We already know that, right? Scorpio's ruled by Pluto. This is the occult, death and transformation, power, and things like that. The taboo and secrets. Much more. But he's pushing this. He has a beaker here, a test tube, and there's a person in there, and he's burning it. He's doing like an experiment on this person, but he's trying to bring an ending here, because here's the skull. He's doing something to end something. That's what he's doing, and it's manipulation for sure. And the Leo glyph is here, which is interesting, because Leo can talk about. Here's the sun at the bottom. Maybe there's something that's very clear. Leo's also about love, right? And romance it is. And so is Scorpio, because it's about intimate relationships, right? And so, yeah, very interesting. And so here's the book here, the spell book, but he's doing this, and the moon is here as well. And the moon talks about ending cycles, And so something gets ended because the king gave up his duties, right? And somebody maybe realized that they were behaving this way, possibly, but something ends, and we have the argument here, and the two little gnomes are fighting, and they're married. Yeah, they're married. You could tell they're old. This is the Ten of Wands in this deck, and they're trying to beat each other up, right? So there's a fight between a couple. There could be, and possibly an ending, and somebody just gives it up. They might feel, it's possible, Capricorn, that whoever you're dealing with might feel like maybe somebody did lie here, and that's why they're giving up. They're giving up a relationship. It does look like that, or giving up their obligations, right? And so let's see what we have here in this reading. And Capricorn, let's see what else we have, and let's use these cards. And we have the child. So there could be a child here, of course, right? We have the couple. This is all about a new beginning too, because that's what the child is about. It can be a new beginning. Yeah, interesting. And so it's a number 13. It's a 4. 4s are always about something stable. This could be about family though, because 4 is it's represented by the 4th house, which is Cancer, of family and foundation. What sustains us? Let's see what else we have. And we have the occupation card. So this is a number 7. So this is all about your reflection. Somebody is very occupied. Their mind is very occupied with this, basically with this plan here, planning and action, with this plan that they have created, really to, it looks like they have a new beginning with you, Capricorn. That's really how this looks, right? And you might be ending something with somebody too. It's a possibility. So before we begin the tarot, if you'd like your own psychic reading, you may get one. I'm a Silva grad. They're accurate. Yes, they are. And they're lots of fun. And we have a tarot spread at the end. So they are, 2 unique insights, or, divine kind of insights there. Mystic Sense is a free 5-minute psychic reading for you. And my psychic reading, which is up to an hour, basically, is it can be on your own perspective, about your own life. It can be about a lover you don't trust, you don't know, you just want to know what's up. And also I'm interpreting charts, and that is your roadmap to your true potential. That's what that is. And so, you can check out my services below and go to the calendar. So thank you guys, and let's get into it right now. And let's get one more card here, because this is kind of fun here. We have the clock. So time could be running out. The compass is a clock, so to speak. But time may be running out, or this could be somebody from your past. And, it doesn't always have to be, but it's a number 10. It's a 37, and that means a cycle ends. Some type of cycle ends with this clock, right? And then, the bird comes out, the cuckoo bird, and he goes, ooh-doo-doo, whatever he does, right? And interesting, because this big cuckoo clock, as they call it in Germany and Austria, with this cycle ending, closing out whatever it is, there's wisdom gained, because here's the owl here as part of the, kind of with the clock. The bird is here, it's communications coming, right? And the hourglass is here as well, which is another clock. There's several clocks here. Some type of this is like the world card almost, because all the elements are here on this card, and a cycle ends. Yeah, it's very interesting, this. And the rooster can talk about declaring something very loudly, right? Very assertively, the rooster. And right, wakes you up in the morning. Interesting. So let's see what we have, Capricorn, for you guys. And let's see. And yeah, for Capricorn, we have the Sun. The King of Pentacles, Capricorn, that is most likely you, unless there's another earth sign, right, involved. We have Leo with the Sun. The High Priestess is Scorpio or Pisces, right? You're right. And this is because they are mystical, and they can be, if they tap into their energy, psychics, intuitives. Yes, they definitely can be. And you don't have to be a sun or a rising, right? Scorpio or Pisces. You can have placements in your chart. You can have Mercury in Scorpio. And this is very psychic, right? Yeah. So let's see. And others, your houses, or maybe some, your houses could be indicating that you're intuitive. And some people, they're not really aware of that, right? Especially people who don't watch these. They're not aware of their intuitive abilities, right? They may not be. I'm not going to say they're not. And so let's cover here the Sun, the two the two children, right? And they're bringing the red flag. And in this reading, there's communication. I feel like there is. There's too many people showing up on different cards. We have 3 here, 3 here. The jester's a person. There's 2 over here. And so, yeah, we have somebody bringing you some type of message, and that they've been planning something. Yeah, and so maybe they're planning to move with you. Here is the watch, and then we have the compass too. But here's the map here, right? Subdivisions and right. Maybe you're going to buy a house with them, and so maybe. But in the reading, though, some type of cycle ends, and this person is very preoccupied, and there's probably worry here. This king who has given up his duties, he's kind of a worrywart. Yeah, in a way. And he's doing something very original, like maybe most people would not do. Because here's the Aquarius glyph. And Aquarius is the original thinker. Aquarius is original. Yeah, they dress original sometimes, right? And they're kind of humanitarians, but they're inventors. They're very different, yeah. And which I give them, credit. And it's nice to be unique. I feel like it is, right? When we're kids, we get teased for it, don't we? Yeah, we do, because kids are mean, because they're, not all, but they can be mean because they're insecure in their own right? So, and no, not all, right? But yeah, interesting here. And so the crossing energy is the King of Pentacles, but in this reading, there's clarity here about what somebody wants, so they're planning. There's a plan here to be happy. There's a plan most likely to bring you news as well, Capricorn. It's going to be like a red flag. Somebody could have broke up with somebody in this reading too, with this argument going on. The Chariot, yeah, there's news here that this person wants movement and triumph, and it sits in the challenge. Like, I'm not sure this will really happen, kind of. There's worry here. Yeah, there is. There's worry, and even there's worry with the deception card. Yeah, and I feel like, the Pisces glyph talks about endings. It also talks about intuitive, abilities, or a release. Pisces is also the 12th house of release in order to go into the next life, right? It's the 12th sign, the 12th house, and it is about release and sacrifice, right? And, so for Pisces, it can be, in astrology, it can be, the need to release something, but never at your own kind of demise, right? To sacrifice, because they always want to help, and that's just how it is, right? Yeah. And so we have the 6 of Pentacles. It's why it's all happening. This person wants to share or give to this. And I also feel like there could have been there could have been a third party in this reading. It's a possibility. There's too many 3s, as I was saying. There's too many people showing up on several cards. The couple's fighting, these 3 here, as I was mentioning. And the 6 of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups, somebody wants their happily ever after in this reading. And that's why they are planning. And they're feeling bad about some type of cycle that closes. Yeah, and maybe somebody's being deceptive about money here, because here they are they're playing the shell game, but here's the money here that they are playing for. Right? He's watching him, and he knows that I feel like I'm not sure if he's hip to it. He could be. The Virgo, the Virgo glyph is here, and the Virgo is ruled by Mercury, very smart, but Virgo is about the details, and it is the process. And so, but this guy knows, look at his eyes, he's cheating, and he's realizing, I hope he doesn't kind of, figure this out. Here's the other guy in the back, right? Kind of watching the game. Very interesting here. And Pisces can be about secrets. This is deception here. There was a secret. Somebody was a secret here. And so can Scorpio. And here's the Scorpio glyph here. He's definitely doing this very secretively, right? Pushing the person down, the magician, in his studio, or in his, whatever they call his place. Where he is doing his tricks, and or his potions and spells and things like that. This is definitely hidden. Nobody knows about it, and you can tell he's alone. And so there's a secret here. There was some type of a secret. There was, And so two people are fighting about it because the cycle ends with the argument. And the high priestess is reversed. In the past, there could have been a Pisces or a Scorpio who was maybe affected by this. Maybe they did this, like they were doing a spell on, kind of, or manipulating is the better word, right? Eight of Cups could have been, the manipulation ends and I'm walking away, right? In some way, I'm right. And so the devil's here, and the people are here on the ground, and I have to cover her, and I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but here's the devil. And and so here she is. Here they are, the couple. They're chained at the bottom, but they're into each other. And the devil has them chained. This is the mindset. Somebody's chained to you, Capricorn. They can't quit you. It's like there's too much temptation, right? And these people are so, like, they're so willing to kind of, be with each other that they're chained by the devil. Like, they can't give it up. And it's definite passion and temptation. And the Eight of Swords, he's cutting ties, Capricorn. That's what he's doing. He's cutting ties. He's helping the woman cut her ties, right? Release her. And there is a release and kind of a sacrifice in this reading. And so, and he's kind of happy to do it. And so with it, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So eights are about progress. So some type of release brings progress here. And this Eight of Pentacles talks about somebody who's going to put the work in, or do the right thing, or do the job, or be devoted. Yeah, make an effort. And that's what this is. Whoever is releasing somebody is doing that so they can devote themselves to what they really love. And that's what he's doing here, the goldsmith. That's what this is about. So it is. There's a major, like, wisdom and understanding in this reading after the king has fallen here, after he gives up his duties, or in the that's what the jester says. He tells him, you don't belong here. Your powers are, your talents are not being utilized here. Like, you're not appreciated, or step down. You can go live happier somewhere else, doing something else. Yeah, definitely. And so we have the Queen of Cups, and she's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. She may be. Temperance is reversed. There could be a Sag here who's kind of upside down. There could, or affected in some way. Doesn't have to be, but this is the mindset here that something was not grounded. Something was kind of possibly, right? And the mindset here is to move toward what is more kind of what somebody is more aligned with. And maybe they did lie to themselves. This is right. But temperance in the reverse could be a lack of grounding, spiritual grounding, understanding yourself. That's really what spiritual grounding brings. Just understanding your soul and really understanding who you are, instead of going by the status quo. That's all it is. And there could be a long discussion on that, but we're not going to do that here today. And so Seven of Swords is in the environment, and we have the Three of Swords reversed. The Three of Swords reversed, the swords are out even in the upright, but in the environment it's walking away. There could have been, it is a plan, it's for sure. The sevens are about introspection. We have planning in this reading, but it is a plan. The Three of Swords is reversed. This can be, I'm walking away from something, I've planned it, because I don't want to hurt anybody or myself any longer. A third party could end here. It could be a third party, a physical one with three people, and it may be a third party where my ego was running the show, right? It's interesting with hypnosis. You ask the part to release the kind of the vice or the habit or the problem, right? The phobia and things like that. You do parts negotiation. You ask the part that is running that show, is running that smoking, and it's very interesting, right? And you just ask that you communicate with the subconscious part of the mind there, and this is how we do it here. And so this reading here is very interesting because we have in the environment, we have somebody who is releasing some sort of a third party. It could be a mental kind of like ego, right? I was in my lower self, and so I have to release that, and it could be releasing a third party, a physical, like a relationship, and both, because somebody learns that, like, I didn't belong here. I thought I did. He thinks the king thought, well, I'm the king. I really belong here. And the jester said, no, you don't. Look, you've fallen. You're not doing your duties. You're not able to do it. You're not into it. Something like that, right? And so we have the Hangman in the hopes and fears, and this is a sacrifice or a release. It is. It may be an epiphany, but in this reading, an enlightenment, right? Can be like, I understand, right? It's also can talk about perspective. I hope that the other person sees that I have a new perspective on things. It definitely can be. And we have the Four of Cups. He's pouring out the cup, and this is in this reading. It's about stepping into your power. Like somebody here is, because I want what's good for me, and I want what I'm really in love with here. But I'm aligned with that now. It seems like somebody in the reading, Capricorn, you or your person was possibly like unknowingly in another relationship, or unknowingly having a different life, and or just doing things different, their daily routine, which can be a lifestyle, right? But whatever they were doing, it was like it was kind of hindering them, and they realize that, and they step out of it, and they step into their spiritual grounding. It does look like that, and they kind of raise themselves up for sure. And but at the same time, they reject something here, Four of Cups, and that's what he's doing. But remember, the fours are for stability, so he rejects something for his own stability. Yeah, very cool and very, very interesting here for sure. And this baby here, this child here, it talks about stability. It's the number 13. So maybe somebody wants a family with you here. But this is about a new beginning, and this is about a new beginning that liberates somebody. And we see it here with the fallen king. He's really liberated. He says, go, set yourself free, leave here. You don't really want to be here. And he's showing the picture of the king's face, like, yeah, you're right. Like he's thinking about it. Very cool. The artist here was, could capture that. And here's the Aquarius glyph. Aquarius is about feeling liberated. It's like a detachment, like a freedom. It's a very free spirit. Let me go. Yeah, interesting. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the little bell so you can receive notifications. And also, I'm going to pin the top of not the Sagittarius, but the horoscope, you guys, excuse me, for June, from my other channel. I will pin the link there, and you can go check that out. It's for the first 2 weeks of Gemini, and you might want to check that out, right? Interesting. That's a very cool astrology reading. I feel like it is. And we're in a mental month, so we want to listen to podcasts, right? We do. We want to read more. We definitely, anything that is involving the mind. Thanks so much, you guys. Yeah.